After Adam and Eve, and after Cain and Abel, people started to fill the earth. The more people there were, the worse things got. Adam and Eve had sinned, and now everyone was born sinful. People had forgotten about God, and they were doing evil things. There was at least one family who followed God's way: Noah, his wife, and their 3 sons. They were faithful to God. Instead of doing only what made them happy, they did what made God happy. One day, God spoke to Noah and gave him a huge task. God told Noah that he was going to send a great flood that would cover the entire earth to punish the world for its sin. God told Noah that he would spare him and his family. God told Noah to build a big boat called an ark. God told Noah exactly how to make it so that there would be room for his family as well as a lot of animals from all over the earth. They began construction on the ark right away. It was hard work building a huge boat that was going to be hundreds of feet long, and they had to do it all by themselves. The people thought Noah was crazy. They laughed and made fun of him. Noah told the people to stop sinning, but they did not listen. As Noah and his sons put the finishing touches on the ark, the people continued in their wicked ways and paid no attention to God's warning. Once they had finished building the ark, God sent 2 of every animal in existence. It was incredible! Noah, his family, and all the animals were to stay on this big boat until the flood was over. 2 of every animal had a place on the ark. 2 by 2, they got onto the ark. Giraffes, elephants, lions, cats, turtles, worms, bears, birds, and everything else. Then the flood came. As the first sprinkles of rain splashed onto the ground, the people knew they were doomed. The ark's door was closed. Noah and his family were safe. Huge fountains underneath the earth opened, and rain flowed from the sky. Puddles grew into ponds. Streams formed into rivers. Rivers roared into the lakes. The lakes rose and connected to form an ocean that covered the whole world. Everything was underwater. All the people who turned away from God and made fun of Noah were dead. Only Noah's little family and his floating zoo were alive. They sailed for many months, and the rain kept falling until one day it suddenly stopped. Noah sent out a bird to see if it could find some place to land, but the bird came back. Many days later, Noah sent out a dove, and it returned with a leaf. This told Noah that the water had gone down, and the trees that were once deep underwater were starting to appear on the land again. Eventually, the ark came to rest on a mountainside. The flood was over. It was time to open the doors and let out all the animals. As the doors opened, the birds fluttered out into freedom. The animals stepped onto the firm ground and went to find their way in the new world. Noah and his family stepped out and breathed a sigh of thankfulness to God. The first thing that Noah and his family did was build an altar to God, where they worshipped him and thanked him for protecting their family through the flood. God made a deal with Noah, promising that he would never again flood the whole earth. As a sign of this new promise, God sent a rainbow into the sky with the brightest, most beautiful colors that they had ever seen.